Alaikum everyone, welcome back to Exclusive Models. Hope you have a wonderful day. Today I'll be taking you two-step dress, of which the first one is a flare and the second one is an angle flare. We can just call it angle flare because the down part is not a round shape like the first one. So these are the two things that I'll be taking you today, and the upper part is just a normal half cut, and it also has a band, and it also has a belt at the waistline. The flare, it has an SS. We're going to make an SS measurement for us to be able to make a pleat with it around the waist. And the sleeve also is not a fitted sleeve, as you can see. It's a buckle sleeve, and it also has a shirt band here, you can see. So the first thing I'll be cutting out here is the two steps at the down part, of which the first one that I'll be cutting is going to be the flare, and the second one is going to be that angle flare. So I'm using 5 yards of this fabric to cut it out. The 3 yards is going for the flare, so I'll be folding this out like a triangle now. This is into 2 first, then into 4 like a triangle. After folding it out this way like a triangle, you can see the shape. So the next thing I'm going to take here is the waist measurement from this angle here, from this place. I'm going to take a measurement of 14 inches here. This is not constant, you just have to determine it where you can get the roundness of the waist, and also that is going to give you the excess of the roundness so that you'll be able to make a pleat with it. So yeah, let me take the roundness now. Yes, I'm having 9 inches. In 4 places is going to give us 36 inches, and the normal waist measurement is 28 inches. You can see we still have an excess of 8 inches. So that is that 8 inches that I'm going to use to make a pleat around the small pleat around the waist. So from here now, I'm going to take the length of the skirt. The length of the skirt, I'll be taking it from here. Which is 42 inches here, 43 inches. Forty-three inches, you can see. Then I'm going to connect them together. After connecting them together this way, the next thing I'll be taking here is the cutting. I'll be cutting it out. I'm cutting out the shape. So I want to use this to cut out the second step, which is the angle flare. You can see the first folding was into 2, as you can see. Then it's going to be into 4 like this, into 4. Then the length of the angle, those edges that you're seeing, is going to determine that edges. We're going to determine it with this length, not with this length. So by the time we cut it out now, we are going to notch it so as to know where we are going to put those edges. You can see the way I folded it. So this is now into 4. You can see. So the next thing I'm going to take now is the waist measurement. The way we took it for the flare, the first flare. So the roundness we used was 9 inches, so it must be the same here also. So I'm making it for 7 inches just to determine it. Maybe it's going to give me the 9 inches. So this is 7, and this is 7. So 7 to 7, let me check. This is too much. This is 10.5 inches. I didn't need up to that, so I'm going to reduce it to 6 inches. 6 inches. Six inches. Six inches, 6 inches. Then I'm going to connect them together this way. Then let me check if I can get my line from there. So this is 9.5 inches, so it's still okay. So the next thing to take care is the length of the second step, which is here. The length of the flay is going to be 22 inches. 22 inches. So I'm going to take that 22 inches like this. Now I told you it's not going to have a round shape like a flay, like a normal flay. So I'll just have to cut it out this way. You can see it now. Then here too, I'm going to cut it. Then I'm going to cut out this area too, where the waist is. So you can see how this is now. If you take the measurement of this area, it's not going to up to this. So when we take the measurement, this is going to give us 18 inches. You can see it's quite there from the 22 inches. The difference is now 4 inches, as you can see. Then you're going to notch it. We're going to notch it. We're notching the 4 edges. No, it has 4 edges. This is the first one, the second one, and the third one. The fourth one is here. So you have to notch it to know where this is going to fall to know. You want the longer tail, longer edges to be at the front, the two fronts, and the shorter one to be at the side. And you can also decide the longer one to be at the side. It depends on how you want it to be. So that's why you have to notch it to know where you want every one of the edge to be. This is the first one, and this is the second one. You can see now. So you get to keep this aside to cut out the half cut and the sleeve. So this is the half cut. You can see I've done a tutorial on how to cut this half cut. This is the pattern paper that I used to cut out the half cut. You can see there's a tutorial on this that tells you how to cut this particular half cut. I'm going to put the link under the description of this particular video you're watching, so you are going to know how to cut a perfect half cut for any style that has an half cut. The next thing now is the sleeve. Is the cutting of the sleeve. You can see the sleeve is not fitted, so I'll be using this to cut out the sleeve. I'm folding this into 4. You can see this is into 4 places. Wideness of the sleeve is 12 inches with the same allowance, as you can see. Then the length of the sleeve I'm going to use is going to be 22 inches. The length is 20 inches, you can see. Then there's going to be a band here. The band has a slit like a shirt sleeve, so it has a band here, 2 inches band. So the whole sleeve length is 24 inches. So the next thing I'm going to do is to take 4 inches down like this. This is 4 inches. I want to draft my sleeve, the armor area of the sleeve. Then from here I'm going to make a sketch like this. You can see it. You can see the way by the time I cut it out, you're going to see it properly. Then it's going to go down to the length. So you can see this is very wide. We're going to use this to make a pleat around the hammer. The excess that remain, we're going to use it to make a pleat around the hammer. So since we cut out the half cut, the 2 layers of the down part, then this is the sleeve. We have a band. I'm going to cut out 2 inches, and the 2 inches I'm cutting out is going to be 5 inches. So by the time I fold that 5 inches into 2, it's going to give me 2.5 inches. The half inch is going for the seam allowance, and the 2 inches is going for the band to complete the 24 inches for the sleeve. So the next thing that remains here is to join everything together and show it to you. Welcome back. This is after joining all the cuttings together. This is the upper part flay that has angle, the one I called angle flay. You can see the angle, you can see it. So I set it at the front and at the 2 sides also, then at the center of the back too. You can see it. You can see the way I set it. So after cutting it out the way I cut it, you notch you notch those angles to know where to place it on the waist. This is the slit. I make use of an elastic cover. I didn't make use of zip. This is an elastic cover. I make use of an elastic cover. I had up to 8 inches to the normal measurement. So that is why I could able to put elastic cover here. So I'm going to add my buttons to it. This is the neckline. It's a one neckline. You can see. You can see how it is, and this is my sleeve. I make use of an elastic cover here at the sleeve. You can also make use of a shirt sleeve if you want, but here I make use of an elastic, and I've done a tutorial on how to do that shirt sleeve in our previous tutorials. So that's why I decided to make an elastic cover instead of that button. So this is my sleeve. You can see it's excess. Then I use that excess to make a pleat around the shoulder. From the hammer, you can see it now. You can see how beautiful and simple this is. If you are watching for the first time, you're in the right place to be. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and for those people that have already subscribed, I really appreciate you guys for watching exclusive models always. See you in my next class. Assalamu alaikum.